Welcome back to the Cross Connection, and like we always do at this time, we've got a big question this week, so let's jump right in and make it make sense.
My burning question is, in light of all the conversation and the actions for removing Confederate generals from military installations, buildings, statues, etc., has there been any discussion, as far as you know, about removing the name of J. Edgar Hoover from the FBI building?
Miss Gail from the A, the answer is yes. In fact, just in the past few weeks, members of Congress have announced legislation that would effectively rename the building and strip any references of Hoover from the FBI's Pennsylvania Avenue headquarters. But actually, I'll let one of those congressmen tell you why in his own words.
Hello, Gerry Connolly. I introduced H.R. 1290 to form a national commission to rename the J. Edgar Hoover FBI headquarters building. We need to do this because, frankly, J. Edgar Hoover was a malign character in American history. He was a racist who went after Martin Luther King in extraordinary ways. He was a homophobe. He was a misogynist. He is somebody who even denied the existence of the mafia for decades, allowing organized crime to get a toehold here in the United States. It's time we rename that building after somebody who deserves it.
I couldn't agree more, Congressman. And considering this long overdue moment of racial justice reckoning we're navigating as a nation, changing the name of our premier law enforcement agency so that it doesn't honor a racist tyrant who trampled civil liberties, I don't know, seems like a pretty logical step to me. Now, if you don't know about J. Edgar Hoover, he lorded over the FBI as its first director for nearly 50 years. And he spent much of the 1950s and 60s obsessively trying to derail the civil rights movement, using tactics like illegal wiretaps, warrantless searches, and other dirty tricks to spy on movement leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Hoover's FBI even sent Dr. King an anonymous letter attempting to blackmail him into committing suicide. It sounds crazy, but seriously, just Google COINTELPRO. I've talked about it right here on this segment many times. Now, we could spend hours discussing Hoover's documented misogyny, homophobia, and spinelessness when it came to policing the mafia. Or we can step into 2021 and rededicate the building to someone deserving. I've got it. How about the Stacey Abrams building? If one woman could swear off against a whole system that tried to suppress, oppress, and depress the descendants of the people who built this country for free, and who again managed to save the country from itself, then surely we can dedicate the building representing equal protection under law after a real political warrior. In fact, I think I'll take a detour and ride past the Stacey Abrams FBI building on my way home today. Now, we did reach out to see if the FBI supports the renaming, and a spokesperson said they don't comment on legislation, but that they are committed, quote, committed to all the communities they serve, bound by an oath to serve all citizens with equal compassion, professionalism, dignity, and respect. So thank you, Gail, for your question. And a reminder to everyone at home, if you've got a burning question, don't be shy. You want to get it answered, send your girl a video. You can join me on TV one morning, and I love looking at all your clips. So please be sure to keep them under 1 minute. This is not Showtime at the Apollo. And upload it to Twitter with the hashtag CrossConnection so my producers can find it. Or you can attach it to an email if you're old school and send it to us at crossconnection@nbcuni.com. And together we can make it make sense. It's my absolute favorite thing to do during the week is read all of your questions and look at your videos. But don't go anywhere, because coming up in our next hour, the alarming rise in anti-Asian hate crimes. Stay with us.